we lose people. People trying to do what they think is right, whether it be a drastic thing, like literally killing people, or whether it be something like insulting someone. I've been seeing a lot of videos lately and articles and things about the shootings that happened recently. I got really emotional about some of it. When you, for whatever reason, and any reason is valid, feel like you don't know what's going on, you don't know who to turn to, you don't know who to talk to, you don't know who to trust, or you do know who to trust and things are just messy right now. I've had some friendship issues, and not lately. And it might seem like dumb in the middle of all of this to be talking about, oh, my friendship issues in the middle of all this, people actually dying. Sometimes when you lose a friend, or you're gonna lose a friend, it can be very emotionally unstabilizing. And I feel like the way that this shooting affected a lot of people was very emotionally shaking. Obviously, to lots of people literally died. Of course, that was emotionally shaking for them. And I don't want to undermine what they went through at all by saying that the rest of us are completely emotionally shaken. I cried when I was hearing about some people that are not even Christians that are very scared right now because they're living the LGBT life and they are really scared for their lives. And I cried hearing about a friend in my life that really feels unworthy and unwanted just because they do. Even when people around them tell them that they're worthy and wanted, they just feel scared of people because of past experiences. And I cried when I realized that a couple of my friends were in a sort of debate about who should be hanging out with who, and nothing to do with LGBT, just who should be hanging out with who was at a time in their life where they'd be focusing on work or this relationship, and they were just trying to help each other and they were just hurting each other to no one's fault. I cried a lot. Not just with sympathy, but with kind of like, it's a, hello, there are evil humans in this world kind of thing. But the truth of the matter is that over any fear or any conflict, we don't have to trust in humanity because thankfully we can trust in God. All of these wars and things that are going on around the world, and people are like, why do you never talk about that and stuff like that? Well, the thing is, this one impacted us personally, and that doesn't make it any worse, but it makes a good time for us to be like, let's grieve about everything that happens all around the world. Let's just grieve about that. Because grieving isn't a bad thing. I know that it is incredibly sad that humans are messed up, but Jesus is not, okay? Jesus is not messed up. He is here for us, stable for us, no matter what happens. So, it's human to be scared and worried when faced with how messed up humanity is. It's human. But at the same time, we actually don't have to be. Because in the middle of everything, Jesus reigns true, and he has your heart. And I know that might have just made you think like a preschool, like I'm sounding like a preschool Sunday school teacher or something. But I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. I just want everybody to know out there who's ever lost someone to any of these events or any war or suicide or anybody who's lost anybody to cancer or to any diseases, anything, or anybody who's lost a girlfriend or boyfriend or roommate or has felt like they emotionally lost their child or their sibling or their parent, anybody who has felt like they've lost their identity. I mourn with you, but I also offer you that Jesus, listen to me, Jesus is here with you. And I'm praying for you, and I love you. In the most tearful of times, we can find our joy. At least in my experience, I can find my joy in the most tearful of times from God. Okay? God. The joy of God, nothing can compare. It surpasses all understanding. So I just welcome you to accept that into your life. And doesn't mean the sadness will go away, or the worry, or the drama. But it means you can count on someone. And it means someone, well, I mean, you can't even explain what salvation means. It's everything. But, yeah, Jesus is amazing. I guess that's all I gotta say.